Translator's Note by Mark Anthony Mikituk. Eliphas Levi's Doctrine and Ritual of High Magic is an unusual work, and therefore, although it is unusual to do so, I would like to take a few moments of the reader's time to expound upon my qualifications for and my method of translating it. John Michael Creer and I met through the magic of the internet. In one of his blogs he mentioned his dissatisfaction with A.E. Waitie's translation, and I had the temerity to offer my services as a professional translator in the production of a new annotated version. I believe that in John Michael Creer's mind, my main qualifications for the job, aside from the fact that I'm a professional translator, was that I lacked virtually any other basis upon which to recommend myself. I belonged to no occult organization. I had very little experience with the occult beyond an expressed interest in it. I had not, and never did throughout this translation, read A.E. Waitie's version of the work, and as I said to Creer myself, I had no skin in the game. Thus I embarked upon this translation, as the fool would, naively, with just a bit of courage at hand. But no fool is entirely naive, even at birth. And from the start I chose a particular method with regard to my translation, which was then confirmed by experience. I believe that any great work of the occult, as the Doctrine and Ritual of High Magic most certainly is, might have some ulterior, initially indefinable motive, and that I should stick as closely as I possibly could to the original form of the work, in order not to make the mistake of failing to transmit some unknown quantity. That intuition was quickly and positively confirmed by the effect the translation of Levi's work had upon me. This was not some vulgar book on magic or otherwise. It was written with the intention to act upon the reader's mind, exactly like an initiatory experience, if that reader is of the right frame of mind. That is to say, although written as prose, this book is in fact poetry for the mind and acts as a key that can be used to open it. In practice, as is the case when one translates poetry, this meant keeping as close as possible, not only to the sense, but also to the sound, the form, and the rhythm of the work. And so I have endeavored to keep the structure and rhythm of Levi's work intact. As much as possible, I have stayed close to Levi's words and tone, even if, perhaps, in English they at times seem a bit highfalutin. This is originally a French work, after all. Thus, to the best of my ability, I have attempted to intuit and reproduce the Doctrine and Ritual of High Magic as Eliphas Levi might have written it had he done so in English. Any errors are of course mine, but I would like to thank John Michael Creer for numerous pieces of advice and wisdom, and my wife, Geraldine, for her patience.